Boom. Hey, internets. Had a question from Danny Blake, and he got onto my clothing brand mentor website or page on Facebook. So let me let this focus. So here we are. Boom. Like that when you get a chance. So his comment was, John, I attended an event this weekend and there were over 10,000 people of a different culture. They walked my booth and I had little interest. We sold $80 worth of goods. How do you keep a positive attitude and not question your designs in a situation like this? How do you stay positive when your brand is in a situation of doubt? Okay, so Danny, first of all, thanks for reaching out. And you know, this is really relative to a lot of people, not just Danny for doing a show, and I don't know what kind of show it was, but this happens to people all the time at trade show. That's why one of my biggest points of advice, you know, I used to tell people I'll save you $10,000 right now with this one piece of advice, and that advice was don't show up with your brand to the trade show thinking that you're gonna lock in 20 different accounts just by attending like Agenda or Liberty or Project Show. You don't do that out the gate. You build your retail and then move forward. You go on the retail and you go on into the trade show when it's appropriate for you. Now, trying events, maybe concerts, trunk shows, I think those budgets are a lot better to deal with, so you can gauge your win and your loss a lot easier. Now, Danny, to answer your question specifically, I don't know if it's a question of staying positive if you didn't perform well. That's a tough answer to give, but this is a super volatile, super competitive, there's a lot of luck involved in it kind of industry, and it's tough. So I would take that all as data. You know, in a way you try not to take it personal, but I would take it all as data. But they're not buying for a couple reasons. Maybe it's the wrong event, but let's say it is the right event. Let's say you had another clothing booth right next to you and they sold like $1,000 worth. I don't know if you have a target where would have been successful. Obviously, with over 10,000 people, it's selling more than $80. And I don't know if you're selling at $20 a tee, because now, I mean, it's really not a lot of product that you're moving there. So maybe it's a sign that there's a problem with the logo, the design, the whole actual name of the brand. It could be one of these things. In that scenario, I'm not focused on you trying to be positive. So just for the whole community, like, I've definitely had consulting sessions where I have to tell you something really tough like this. But that's the truth. It's like, I'm a big fan of MMA and boxing. So like, I hate it when the coach gets them in the corner after a round where they lost and they tell them they're doing great. They're not doing great. They lost the round. You know, arguably, of course. I mean, I'm not a judge, but you know what I'm saying? If they didn't perform outstandingly well, why would you tell them, if it was a close round at all, why would you tell them they're winning? You'd want to tell them to get on the bike. They need to, you know what I mean? Like, they really need to bring it the next round, etc. Same thing with apparel. You know, that's a loss. You want to chalk that up with a loss. And so there's a million different things you want to gauge on there, like all the aforementioned, the name of the brand, the logo. Maybe you should ask 100 people who you don't know, who's not friends and family, what they think about that brand, if they would purchase any of the shirts. Like, just do a random survey of like 100 people and try to get a focus group and see what they think about the brand. Maybe you try to get tastemakers or people. I don't know. Because I don't know the specifics of the brand, I don't know what it is and I can't comment on it. At the same time, I didn't want to go and look at the brand per se, because to give value to everyone, I want to let you know this is hardcore results. So you got to make a move from there. So once you're done feeling bad, and of course, you know, you have the right to feel bad, you got to think about what actions you're going to take moving forward and what you need to do to change to make a positive move forward. And maybe that takes reevaluating everything. Tough answer, but I hope that helps. Anybody have other questions, anything to add, anything you want to hear or have me talk about, drop it all down below. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.